Woo! Morning, everybody. How are you guys doing out there on this fine Wednesday? Welcome on to this episode of The Payoff Pitch, live every single day at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm Jason. He's, of course, the Hockey Squirrel, and we're powered by BetUS,
Yeah, I am.
a fantastic sportsbook. Go check them out. There's a link down in this video description. Go check out BetUS. A fantastic day. I'm feeling the energy. We've got the comments section up. Feeling good. What's going on, Squirrel? What's up with you today?
Hey, buddy. I just keep missing the damn sweep by some ninth inning walk-off BS, and you know why I'm pissed off is because of COVID. It keeps coming back, and is the reason why the Red Sox lost yesterday. The outrage has been that closer did not travel to Toronto because he didn't have the vaccination, and it comes down to the closer, and what happens? We lose the damn game to the Toronto Blue Jays. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. So that is how I lost my sweep. Other than that, though, I had a massive comeback on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Comeback from a 6-0 deficit to walk off in that game. So another 2-1 day there for myself, for Hockey Squirrel members, and we move on to today.
Disgusting loss right there with the Red Sox and anybody else who's holding on to that Red Sox money line. 2 years later, and COVID strikes again. Unreal. Hate to see that stuff right there. So that's going to be tough for that guy to walk back in that clubhouse. I mean, they lose that game because, he's not in Toronto. That's going to be tough. But, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Early slate, some nice early games starting off very early. With that being said, let's make sure we just jump into it. Let's talk about this second inning and round the bases. Which game do you want to kick off with today?
The Miami Marlins, because my best friend Sandy Alcantara is on the mound today. You talk about these absolute quality start pitchers, and this guy is at the tippy top, complete pinnacle of starters. And we have had a little bit of discussion on this game. I know that you would like to chime in, and I understand where you're coming from with what you're about to say. But I do have to back him, much like, when I go in on a bet for a subpar team that has an excellent pitcher, equate this to the Diamondbacks, right? Not maybe yesterday with Zach Gallen, but who's the other guy I'm blanking on that we really like on the Diamondbacks there? It's like their number one guy. It's not Merrill Kelly.
No, Gallen. You said it.
It is. Is it Gallen?
Gallen. Yeah, Gallen.
Okay, I thought there was another guy there too. Otherwise, look at the Oakland Athletics. They're another great example of this. You have Montas and the guy that just pitched before him. I'm blanking on all the names today, but there are great pitchers as well. For some of these, subpar teams. I wouldn't really even call the Marlins a subpar team, so to speak. They, at one point, were crushing right-handed pitching. I think that has fallen off now quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
If you've looked at the stats recently anyway. But Alcantara really is the primary reason for this play and just what he's done. Now, your appeal to this is that he kind of has to be perfect, which I understand, but he kind of is. He has been.
Yeah.
So, I still see reason to back him at a lower -120 type of price.
Yeah, that's my only gripe with backing Alcantara in this spot, and maybe even a lot of spots, is you're asking him to be perfect because you're not getting a lot out of that Marlins offense right now, and he needs to be perfect for them to get any sort of F5 result or a full game money result. He can obviously be perfect, but I'd rather take my chance with maybe a little bit less good of a pitcher that's maybe being supported by a better offense where he doesn't have to be perfect. That's my only gripe, but he has all the tools to certainly go out there and deal against the Cardinals and put up a lot of donuts. And let's just hope he does that. Yeah. So what are you on, F5 or a full game, or what are you doing with this Marlins?
I did take the full game. I did. I took it last night because I was afraid that the line was going to go higher than a 125. I guess, you can't predict the future. I still could have gotten it at that now. I don't know what the first 5-inning line is, but I was afraid that I would wake up and see like -140 or something with Alcantara, and mostly because of that reason. So I'm on the full game -125, and I sent that out to my members last night.
All right, I'm going to try like hell today to predict the future, Squirrel. Just letting you know.
We do every day, don't we?
We predict it. Does it predict accurately? I don't know about that. Things just don't go our way. I think I am predicting the future. There's just circumstances out there that aren't getting to the correct future result. But I'm doing my best to get there. All right, so you're on that Marlins full game money line. Let's talk about this Padres Diamondbacks game. It was one that you mentioned you were on yesterday on that Diamondbacks money line. I'm not going to try and pick a winner, but I'm just going over 8.5 runs at minus 105. You saw yesterday's game have 13 runs. A lot of that came on the bullpen, but quite frankly, there's a good reason. Neither of these bullpens are all that great, so love that. You saw Clevenger versus Bumgarner pitch 5 days ago. That was a 14-run game, so we can even have a little bit of regression, and we can still get over 8.5 runs. Like everything about this from a starting pitcher perspective, bullpen perspective. Again, you saw that yesterday. Offenses, left-handers, right-handers, again, this matchup. Love everything about it. Bumgarner is not going to do anything, not getting swings and misses, throwing a lot of soft balls. Over 8.5 runs. I'm feeling that in Diamondbacks Padres, and the stats support it. So that's how we'll go ahead and roll with that one. What's another game you want to talk about in the second inning?
I don't think that the Dodgers are going to get swept in a little 3-game series, so I'm expecting them to put up runs. I'm not particularly on them to win the game, but you do have a wind blowing out. We saw 11 runs yesterday. I think because of the Dodgers' lack of success, we still have yet to see an over at Coors Field in this series. And I think we see it today. I think the line just before the show, didn't you and I get it at 11? And I think it moved to 11.5? Or am I seeing things?
No, I didn't bet it with you, but you did get it. Yeah.
It was 11 though. I mean, did you see it at 11? Because it's 11.5 now at this point. Minus 105, I believe it is. And I still would like it. If you can find 11, if you can find a stale line, by all means, it's great. I like it. Obviously, better at 11 for an over than 11.5. But either way, it means you need to get 12. You just stand the chance to push or not. But yeah.
What was that over yesterday? Because I know that was a 7-4 game. Was that at 12? It didn't quite hit the over. Was that over yesterday? 12.
Must have been. Yeah, they're always between 11 and 13 at Coors Field. I mean, if you had to take a guess, it's could have been 11.5 or 12. I would think.
So maybe at best you got a push yesterday. Okay, all right. Let's flip it over to this Brewers versus Rays game. Liking the Rays offense here in the first 5 innings. Like that team total over 1.5 runs at minus 105. Eric Lauer's on the mound here for the Brewers. You know he's allowed 8 of his last 9 opponents to get over 1.5 runs in the first inning. And the Rays come in pretty hot versus left-handed pitching. 7th best batting average, 2nd in slugging, and 8th first on-base percentage plus slugging. That's what I kind of like here is notice in those power stats, they were right there, right? 2nd in slugging. Love the power versus left-handed pitching. And Lauer recently has allowed his last 3 games, 2 home runs in each of those games, 8 total home runs. Lauer on the season is allowing 1 home run every 4.6 innings. So we're pretty much guaranteed with the Rays power versus left-handers, Lauer giving a home run every 4.6 innings. We're going to get a home run in the first 5 innings. Let's just hope there's one guy on base and it's not a solo blast, and it can at least be a 2-run blast. But love this matchup of Rays power versus Lauer being home run friendly. All right, I'll go ahead and take that Rays F5 team total up over 1.5 runs at minus 145. Let's shut up and give these guys some pitching props now. I know you're high on some guys that rack up the strikeouts today. What are at least one of those guys, and then I'll go next.
Alec Manoa. You got to love him. Again, another top-tier pitcher, really right up there even with Alcantara. Over 5.5 strikeouts, and the juice isn't unreal. Like, it's a doable line that is a fair price. You get 6 strikeouts, and I believe it's minus 110 for one of the best pitchers in baseball right now, for especially keeping games under. Very, very achievable. I don't know exactly here. I have it pulled up. I mean, 5, 6, 7 to 9 strikeouts per game. And really, I would expect no less than 5 or 6. So even if you lose this play, expect to lose it by 1. There's not many games that he's under 5. So for minus 110 to go over 5.5, I think that's absolutely a great play.
Well, and you've seen it both in this series. Remember, Pablo Lopez went over his strikeout total. Did you do Manoa or did you do the Alcantara one first?
Sorry, Manoa. Yeah. So the Blue Jays. Okay,
sorry. I was getting fired up in the chat. We got Johnny there tailing my tennis bet there, and I lost. All right, so I'll save what I was going to say for the Alcantara segment. Hey, let's go back to Padres versus Diamondbacks. What about a same-game parlay of strikeouts there between Clevenger and Bumgarner? And what about both of these bums to take the under, right? Clevenger's an absolute bum. He's coming back from his soldier. He's not striking out anybody. He stayed under 5.5 strikeouts in 5 of his 6 starts. Just not quite bringing it was pre-injury. You know who Bumgardner is. He's an absolute bum. He stayed under 4.5 strikeouts.
It's in the name,
10 of
dude.
his 15s. It's in the name that my man's a bum. Just saw this 5 days ago. They won't even be as successful. We're already expecting over 8.5 runs. Fireworks today in Arizona. Give me a same-game parlay of Clevenger under 5.5, Bumgarner under 4.5, and that comes in at plus 102. Let me go ahead and keep the good times rolling here with our cash cow, Mitch Keller. Got to work him into the show. Got to find a way to work him into a bet. We're going to try a different angle, an angle that we've never tried with him. I don't think the strikeout prop is going to be good today. I don't like the hits allowed. They've boosted that number up. I'm going to do over 2.5 earned runs with our cash cow, Mitch Keller, and that comes in at minus 120. It's cashed in only 6 of his 12 starts, but it cashed versus the Nationals back in April where he allowed 4 earned runs and 3.2 innings pitched, and the Nationals are hot versus right-handed pitching. I know they're not getting the runs, but 3rd in batting average, 1st in on-base percentage, 8th in slugging, 2nd in on-base plus slugging, 1st in strikeouts, and 4th in drawing walks. We love this Nationals team. They get on base. They're not quite drawing runs. What do you need when you need Mr. Runs? How about Mr. Get Right, Mitch Keller, the cash cow? Here he comes, folks. The Nationals are going to explode on him. Over 2.5 earned runs for Mitch Keller. Cash it. He's the cow. All right, we know you're doing Alcantara. I kind of actually gave that
yeah,
one
go
away.
ahead and say what you're going to say now about the Marlins.
No, you give the bet, though. I don't think people don't even know what the bet is, so give it out.
Minus 105 only. And I don't want to say that I would expect this to come in less of the time than Manoa, but Manoa has actually in the strikeout department, that is, has delivered a little bit higher, has performed just a little bit better in that area than Alcantara. I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but you get the idea. Marlins, I think you're going to be sitting with either of these guys right around that 5, and it's a great price, minus 105 to go over 5.5. And now, as you were saying, something that we've already seen the Cardinals do.
Lopez went over his strikeout total. We backed Braxton Garrett last night, 142 to go over his. Braxton Garrett went over. Yeah, the Cardinals do strike out. They're going to scare you. They're going to get hits and they're going to get runs. But in the process, they're going to strike out. So I like how you've targeted him to go over 5.5 Ks. Let's go ahead and keep it rolling. We've got a long shot on today's board. I'll go ahead and kick it off first. How about those White Sox against plus 160? Ooh, Ohtani's on the mound. I don't care about Ohtani on the mound. Give me the better bullpen. Give me the better team versus right-handed pitching. And give me Michael Kopech against a terrible Angels offense. White Sox today at plus 160 is the best dog. They're worth your money. Let's go.
It is, and it's the only dog that's worth your money. I'm not going to lie to you. You didn't give out the price, I don't think. It's a plus 166, unless I missed it. But I think that was the best price we were able to find there, fading Ohtani. Yeah, he's at home the whole 9, but is that really worth a minus 190? No, this is what you call absolutely a pure value play. And whether you do it for a full unit, a half unit, or a quarter unit, somehow get on the value because it's the best value on the board for the day. Win or lose, we do not make value plays based on the fact that we think that they are actually going to win or lose. We make value plays so that when they do hit, because you're getting too many points due to the brand name of Shohei Ohtani, it's the same reason you don't overpay for a shirt because it says Aeropostale on it rather than going to Goodwill and buying a value shirt, right? It's just what's attached to the name, and you're paying way too much if you're taking the Angels here today.
Yeah, and value aside too, I'll take the better bullpen and better offense right now in the White Sox. I just think they get it done. If they were 105, I think they'd still be a good dog. We're, to your point, getting a huge number because of Ohtani's on the other side at plus 166. So love it right there. All right, so we both like the White Sox as our best long shot today. What about keep swinging? You got any guys that can get these people cash?
I know you're on a Texas Ranger. I would say a lot of these Texas Rangers are hitting Zach Greinke very well. There's many of them you could choose from. Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, and the guy you're on. Take a look at the Texas Rangers. Who are you on?
Well, for those Texas Rangers, I'm on Cole Calhoun. Boy, is he just absolutely crushed Greinke over his career. So I think he's more than worthy of a parlay of over 0.5 hits. His 12 for 22 versus Greinke. 546 should absolutely crush him. And let's go ahead and parlay with Jose Altuve. Did we get robbed yesterday? I think we did. He only got 2 at-bats, and then he got pitch hit 4 as they were blowing out the Mets. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Altuve, though. He's 11 for 29 versus Walker. So Calhoun and Altuve, plus 104 for an over 0.5 hits. There's a steal.
The thing I love about those is that they're not small sample sizes. You have 22 at-bats and 29 at-bats against either guy, and in the case of Calhoun, 12 hits on 22 at-bats is pretty unheard of. So,
love it. 6th inning. I know you gave one steal you really like is the White Sox. Was there another steal you like out there today?
Yeah, I like the White Sox as value. A steal that I think you're actually going to hit, though, I was able to find, I hope it's still at this line. I think I saw it at FanDuel. Maybe not. I don't know where I found it. Nope, it's at DraftKings. Maybe it's at BetUS, too. I just happened to see it there. Check BetUS, by the way. Reds versus Cubs over 7.5 if BetUS still has the line there. Minus 115 was the line I was able to grab. I think it's an absolute steal because of the horrible pitching and bullpens that you're getting out of Hunter Green and Justin Steele to start the game, and you're getting a sky-high Cubs bullpen that's terrible. There are lines that are at 8, so before it catches up, I would absolutely snake that 7.5 to go over. Why would you not? I think it's all about the pitching and bad pitching at that.
Okay, love that right there. It's Nerfy Day, boys. I'm going to ride with you guys. Nerfy Nation, stand up. 6 outs to glory. We've got 2 wonderful Nerfies today that we're going to go ahead and back. One of them actually comes on at 1 p.m. Central Time. Why don't you guys come right back to this channel, join me on YouTube Live, and let's sweat out together 6 outs to glory. That first game I mentioned this afternoon is going to be the Rangers and Royals. So come hang out with me. Rangers are 20th in runs scored in the first inning. Royals are 23rd. Dunning, been decent, 7 runs and 15 starts, coming in, though, with 22 Ks. Greinke's not going to bring a lot of Ks, but he's got 4 runs and 11 starts. Just need to avoid the home run. Those 4 runs have all come on 3 home runs. So stay out of the long ball, and I think we'll be doing just fine. So that's going to be one Nerfy I like is Rangers-Royals at minus 106. After that one cashes, can't hang out with me on the nightcap one, but you can sit there and enjoy those 6 outs to yourself. Marlins, Cardinals. Obviously, you like Alcantara for a lot of reasons. He's going to shut down the Cardinals in the first inning. And this guy, Andre Palante, whatever his name is, he's going to do good against that Marlins offense because they only ranked 29th in runs scored in the first inning. And you know how, like, sometimes the other pitcher just raises his game up because there's an absolute stud on the opposite end, and he knows he has to be perfect. He's going to come out perfect in the first inning. So give me that Nerfy in Marlins versus Cardinals at minus 113. And when I say come hang out with me, guys, I've got some cool animation. I've got some cool graphics. This Nerfy show is going to be a lot of fun. So come hang out. I was able to
see him, and I'll be there as well with you, my guy.
Nice. All right, cool. You're going to come hang out. 6 outs of glory. 1 p.m.
I will, absolutely. That's at what, 1 p.m. Central?
I'm checking the time again. Yeah, 1 p.m. Central. First pitch, 1:10.
So 2 p.m. Eastern, stop by, and we'll both be here watching some baseball, talking some baseball.
That's
chilling.
Right. All right, 7th inning coming to a stretch. Let me jump in because you've already given my best bet out. That Reds versus Cubs over 7.5. That is my best bet. He mentioned it. I'll just kind of expand it a little bit. Reds offense is top 5 versus left-handed pitching. Cubs offense is top 10 versus right-handed pitching. You get Green on the mound, bad numbers, but against the Cubs earlier this season, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 home runs. Steele, when he went up against the Reds earlier this season, he only lasted 2 innings, and he gave up 7 hits and 7 runs. Bullpens are both in the bottom 10, bottom half of the league. This smells like an over, so bet it accordingly, boys. Reds Cubs over 7.5 at minus 115. What's your best bet of the day? What is it?
It's going to be the one that I at least gave out to my own members, the one that I thought I was getting at a great price, and the one that backs one of my absolute favorite pitchers, and it's going to be the Miami Marlins at a price of minus 125, I believe, still is, and is what I got it at. As we move through the morning hours and get closer to game time, I would hope that line goes up so I can not only beat the closing line value, but also so that it kind of confirms that hopefully we're on the right side. But that will be what I call my best bet of the day is backing Alcantara and the Marlins.
All right. What
on the
about
full
what
game.
about an eighth inning double play? Double play means we like to give you two plays, and we like to drop them in a parlay. I'll go ahead and give mine first. Yankees money line. Yeah, go ahead and back that all day long.
Absolutely.
Athletics missed on their two best pitchers. Couldn't get it. We saw what happened bullpen wise late in this game. It's a no-brainer. Yankees money line to go ahead and pull off the sweep. And we're going back to a play that we used in the beginning of the season. It wasn't available. It's come back. It's a parlay piece because it is super juicy. It's Zach Greinke under 1.5 walks. He's going to get hit. We know he's going to give up runs, but he pounds the zone. He doesn't give up walks. That's what we'll lean on. So Yankees money line, Greinke under 1.5 walks, even money. What if it's your parlay of the day?
Yankees money line, and I will also pair that one with the Giants money line, and that gives you a straight up even play, even money. $100 wins $100, but is basically taking almost as sure of a winner as you're going to get in the Yankees on the board, and just making it even money with another Giants Giants money line. So. I'm fine with 1-1 on that. I feel very comfortable and very likely that it would hit.
All right, let's give these best bets. We both got several best bets, and then let's run through all these games from money line, run line perspective. Why don't you run through yours first, and then I'll circle back.
Yeah. So I've been giving one play a day, maybe one or two. Today, last night I already gave out my full card to my members, and I've only given out one play here today that's actually on my full card, and that is the Marlins money line. So everything else is just for you guys, but still obviously plays that I really do like, lines that weren't out as the strikeout props and such. I absolutely love backing Manoa and Alcantara on those over 5.5 strikeouts. I think seriously that both of them get it done. White Sox, half a unit, plus 166. Best value play on the day. If you're looking to raise your ROI, sure, these plays lose more often than they win. But when they do hit, you want to be there for them. And it feels great to nail a plus 166 when you're going against somebody like Ohtani at home. Lastly, Reds and Cubs over 7.5. Check BetUS, check DraftKings, whatever. Wherever the stale line is, I know we promote BetUS here, but hey, shop the lines. Do what's best for you. Find that over 7.5 at minus 115, and the pitching's so horrible, you just have to take that.
All right, love that right there. I've got a plethora of bets, as you guys can see. Let's do that Rays F5 team total over 1.5 runs at minus 145. Didn't speak about it earlier in the rundown, but everybody knows why I'm on the Tigers. Obviously today with another left-hander. Wood obviously isn't on the caliber of Rodon, so hopefully we can get to Wood. As last night they didn't do anything against Rodon in the first 5, but just expect a different story with how good they are versus left-handers with Wood on the mound, so take that at even money. Best bet of the day is that Reds and Cubs over 7.5 runs at minus 115. I'll also take over 8.5 runs there in Diamondbacks versus Padres. I'll also do the Yankees money line with Greinke under 1.5 walks at even money. Go ahead and give me two Nerfies, one in Marlins Cardinals, the other one in Rangers Royals. Come hang out with me for that Rangers Royals. I would appreciate that. Mitch Keller over 2.5 earned runs at minus 120. Clevenger under 5.5 Ks. Bumgarner under 4.5 Ks at plus 202. Then I took three pitchers that will not be able to get a win. Mitch Keller won't get a win. Neither will Madison Bumgarner. And Tyon Walker up against Verlander and the Astros. He's not getting a win either. If you do those three guys and not be the winning pitcher, that parlay comes in at plus 115. All right, let me go ahead and pull up BetUS. Yes, Dart just pulled off the 2 sets to love victory. Nice. Good win by the Dart. All right, let me get into BetUS, pull up these lines. Now we need Nori to come back. He just got broken. Tennis. You've been betting this Wimbledon. It's some heartbreaking. It's some swings.
I've never made in my life. I've never made a tennis bet. No.
The swings in tennis can be unreal. All right, here we go. First game of today. It starts in 15 minutes. It's Brewers. It's Rays. It's an over/under of 7.5. Brewers at plus 110. Rays at minus 130. I love the Rays pitching staff. I love their left hitting. I'm taking the Rays at minus 130.
Okay. Yep, me too. Hold on, I'm gonna make some bets here.
Athletic. All right, make some bets. I like it. Athletics and Yankees with an over/under of 8. Athletics plus 255. Yankees at minus 305. It's Yankees or nothing. I mean, you're not even considering anything else. Yankees are.
Nothing. Dude. So I got. I'm in for a lot of money on the Yankees run line today, and I pulled it at minus 126. So.
Sweet.
I'm in for a lot. I'm in for a lot of money on that game, dude.
All right, go Yankees. We got the Pirates and Nationals up next with an over-under of 9. Pirates at plus 130. Nationals at minus 150. If you just want to win, take the Nationals at minus 150. They'll come home for you.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, it's Mitch Keller, dude.
All right. Astros and Mets are up next with an over-under of 8. Astros minus 145. Mets are at plus 125. Astros are another one. If you just want to win, do that Astros money line at minus 145.
Do you like an under? It's the only thing that I kind of liked in the game, but I didn't bet it.
Nah, not with Walker. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
I like the under, but so I'll say the under.
All right. Here's a series where the over has been hitting in Rangers and Royals with an over-under of 9. Rangers minus 115. Royals coming at minus 105 over on BetUS. I'll just keep taking the over in that series. Why complicate it? Just give me the over. Over 9.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Padres and Diamondbacks over 8.5 is obviously a bet that I like. The Padres are at minus 130. Diamondbacks are at plus 110. Padres won't let them down this time, that bullpen. I like the Padres at minus 130.
Sorry, I'm like doing 4 things at once. Padres. I do like the Padres today. Yep, I do too. And here's the thing. So yesterday I was on the Diamondbacks. They got that comeback, and it was weird to me that it was minus 110 for both teams. Now today, last night I think it came out around minus 140. It's minus 130 now, but this is closer to what I thought it should have been yesterday. I did not understand the minus 110, which made me lean towards the game being what I called a trap line. I don't know. Think what you will about that game, but it looked a little weird.
Okay. Tigers and Giants with an over-under of 8. Tigers plus 185. Giants minus 215. I'm taking the dog. I'm taking the Tigers at plus 185.
No, Giants run line for me.
Giants run line for you. All right, Orioles and Mariners are up next with an over-under of 8. Orioles plus 120. Mariners minus 140.
This is a game I'm on the over. I would have taken an over yesterday. It didn't even come close. I think this was the game. This was a game like 2-0 in like the 9th. I mean, it was like 0-0 till like the 8th, and it was crazy. But I would still, again, take a stab at the over 8 with Voth and Flexen.
2 bullpens right now that are really outstanding. I'm going to take the under right now on that one. All right, let's get to some nightcap games now. Braves and Phillies are the first night game with an over-under of 9. Braves at minus 135. The Phillies come in at plus 115. Wright versus Suarez. I will take the Braves at minus 135.
That's where the money is. Overwhelming amount of money. Not just like 55%. I mean, it's just there's no reason to go against it. So I would be on the Braves also.
Red Sox and Blue Jays over under of 8.5. Red Sox plus 140. Blue Jays minus 165. Manoa's on the mound as you know. You're giving out his prop. Pavetta's on the mound there for the Red Sox. Wait, what a deflating loss last night. I will do over 8.5.
I will too, but I don't want to.
Right.
I mean, I'm on Manoa now for an actual over 5.5 strikeout prop, so I hope that he reaches that. But the Blue Jays bullpen sucks ass, as we saw yesterday. I don't know what to expect out of Pivetta or the side. I expect runs from both sides, so over 8.5 is the logical play. I'm not paying minus 165 for the Jays. I don't want a run line, and I don't know. After what I saw yesterday from the Sox, I have no reason to back them. And against Manoa, that's one of the top performing pitchers in the league, so I'm not going against it. Over 8.5 there.
Twins and Guardians with an over-under of 9. Both of these are at minus 110 on the money line over on BetUS. I'm actually going to back Bundy and the Twins today. I like that offense better, the bullpen. Starting pitcher's probably a wash, but I'll take the other 2 aspects that I like better.
I'm going to back Corn Trail.
All right.
I'll take the Guardians at home. I liked the Twins yesterday in game number 2, and they absolutely laid the smack down 6-0. So I felt good about that one. I'm going to go against them here today, though, and fade Bundy there.
All right. Marlins and Cardinals, over under of 8. Marlins minus 125. Cardinals plus 105. If we think Sandy can get it done, I think we're bidding under 8 in this game, right? If we think Sandy can rise up and keep this hot Cardinals offense down.
I don't know. Sure. But I'm on the money line. Yeah, I don't like totals. I don't want to pick the total there.
Okay, I'll pick under 8. Reds and Cubs, yeah, over 7.5. Are you picking a winner,
Absolutely.
or are you just sticking with the over?
No, go find that stale line. Just take the over. They're equally horrible.
All right, then we got Dodgers and Rockies. Again, Dodgers trying to avoid the sweep with an over-under of 11.5, minus 200 for the Dodgers on the money line. Rockies at plus 170. Let's see if the Rockies.
I forgot to mention.
Give me that.
What are the Dodgers? I forgot to mention. What are the Dodgers sending out there today? A left-hander. And what do the Rockies crush? Left-handers. They're number 1 in the league against left-handers. On the opposite side, you have German Marquez. Not only are you at altitude, it's perfect. Dodgers need to get a win here in Colorado. Runs from both sides. Go with the over 11.5.
All right, and then the last one is White Sox and Angels. We both like that White Sox on the money line at plus 166. The over comes in at 8. I'm actually picking a winner in this, and I'm picking the White Sox. That's what I believe. The White Sox are going to get it done.
Absolutely. It's if nothing else, it's a public fade completely. They're going to see Angels and they're at home, Ohtani. Yeah, no, and it's not worth minus 190. There's no way. If you were honestly setting that line, that you would set it minus 190, and if you were, you're probably an Angels fan or an Ohtani fan. But statistically, it's there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
All right, sweet. What a lot of fun today. What a lot of great comments. You guys brought the energy. You guys brought it. That's what made this show so daggone fun.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And let's just hope we have a good
we'll
day.
See you at 1.
A good day.
We'll be back.
Huh?
We'll be back with those new graphics. We'll see you at 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Here,
Or
instead of
2,
doing the
3.
normal exit, I'll tease you guys with what the intro looks like to the Nerfy. So instead of the normal outro,
right.
Here's the Nerfy intro.
Let's see the thing.
And then we got tons of other graphics for this good Nerf show. So here comes. This is the intro to the Nerfy that you can see. Come join me. 1 p.m. East or 1 p.m. Central.
Join us, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're coming.
I'll be there.
All right, here it is. See you guys.
Okay.